Hi friends, we are Hari Krishnan and Gatha from Trivandrum, the capital city of Kerala. It's truly an honor and privilege to get an opportunity to share our story through the Vision 100 Camp Spotify today, and we thank our mentors Sumit and Tanya Bahadur and our awesome Vision 100 Camps team for putting together this wonderful platform, guiding, inspiring and motivating all the dreamers to achieve what each one really wants to achieve. Yes, Gatha.
Hi friends, I'm Gatha Harikrishnan. I used to work as a medical transcriptionist before. Speaking about our family, we have two sons, Nandagopal and Ramgopal. Nandagopal is an electronics engineer and he's working with the Core Electronics company now. And Ramgopal is pursuing his bachelor's in journalism and mass communication. We are feeling so excited to talk to you all, and we truly believe that after hearing our story, if at least one couple gets inspired to take a strong decision to build this business and achieve their dreams, the whole purpose of our story sharing is fulfilled. It was Hari Krishnan who saw the business plan and he only took the decision to start the business. So I think we should definitely listen to him first.
Thank you, Gatha. Friends, by qualification, I am a BTech in mechanical engineering and I have done my post-graduation in business administration. I was working as a regional manager with a popular automobile company way back in year 2001 before taking voluntary retirement after replacing more than my salary and Gatha's salary through our Amway business back then. So tell about my story. I am one and the only son of my parents. My father used to work as a plant manager in a chemical factory in Trivandrum and my mother was principal of a government college. I am so thankful to them for giving me a wonderful childhood. Honestly, I don't remember to be having any dream that was unfulfilled during my childhood days. But I was not so good in my studies till the 4th standard, and I remember my mom helping me in bringing discipline in my studies while I was in the 5th standard. That really helped me in getting very good marks there onwards. And that was my first experience in realizing the importance of a mentor in my life. Later through this business, I realized that a mentor in fact helps us to bring our best out. What we need to do is just build enough trust that we have no issues in submitting to the mentorship. So my mom encouraged me to also participate in music, drama and other cultural activities. And my father, who used to be an All India Radio certified singer, helped me to develop my singing skills. All these things helped me to build a high self-image right from high school days, which made me very confident in whatever I was doing. Now my father and I were like friends, and my father, being a great dreamer, was very fond of bikes and cars and electronic gadgets. So naturally, I too followed suit, and I remember by the time I finished engineering, we had changed 14 different two-wheelers and cars ranging from Standard, Herald, Ambassador to Condesa way back in early 1990s. So those days, though my parents were getting very good salary, they didn't have much savings, as both my father and I, being big dreamers, were spending a lot in buying whatever we liked to own. So from those days itself, I knew that if you want to achieve all your dreams, the salary from a job won't be enough, and that we need to start some business of our own. But as you know, the huge investment, space, full-time involvement, the competition and the heavy risk involved for big businesses stopped free my thinking about a business. And after my engineering studies, as anyone would have done, I took up a job as a service engineer for Maruti Suzuki cars. Being a go-getter as I was programmed to be, I took up all the challenges as God-given opportunities in my job, started putting hard work day and night, and got very fast promotions, helping me achieve the manager level in just 4 years. In fact, I remember celebrating my 26th birthday after getting promoted as manager. I got married to Gatha in 1995, and I was finding myself fully busy in job, working from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with very little time to spend with my family then. But I never had any complaints, as I used to love the work I am doing, and I used to get promoted to the next level every 2 years. And actually in those days, I never knew the value of spending time with my family either. The fact is that we don't know what we don't know. We understand and realize only those things which we have experienced before. So since I had never enjoyed free time with family, I never knew what I was missing those days. Now it was in 1998 the Amway business came into our life through a friend of mine who used to run a medical store opposite to our home. His name is Sudhir Lal, and I can never forget him And in fact, I don't have enough words to thank him for introducing me to this awesome business opportunity. I decided to start the business mainly because I didn't find any concerns of conventional business in this opportunity. No huge investment, no space required, no inventory, no full time required, and not much of any risk either. That's why I got started. Though it's the absence of conventional concerns that got me started, honestly, the reason why I wanted to build it as a business was to make an extra 5,000 rupees every month to repay a loan which I took to buy a personal computer which was costing rupees 60,000 then. So I started showing plans thinking that all my subordinates will join the business and they will in turn sponsor their subordinates and thus we will all go successful. Little did I know the array of no's waiting for me. I never knew the speciality of our products. Gada was in no way involved in the business as I thought business is man's job only. So no self-use of products at home either. So it was only natural that, I failed in get sponsorings or customers. Anyways, I learned a lot from the umpteen number of no's from my initial plans. It's true that I got so upset listening to the no's, but being a go-getter, I was not ready to accept failure. So I kept on showing the plan because I was excited about the concept of creating time multiplication without having any concerns of conventional business. Like in my professional career, I started putting my everything into this business, started showing plans left and right, and in 4 months' time, I could reach the 15% level in this business. Now, that was a great achievement in those days, but I was not at all focused in promoting the products. So the only thing that was happening was showing the plan and sponsoring and no activities in getting people started properly. There was no training, no awareness of self-development through book reading, audio listening or mentorship in those days. So though I was showing plans regularly, I couldn't see any of my team members as active as I am, which reduced my excitement in putting in the activities. And it immediately started reflecting in our business. And finally, in another 3 months' time, my group volume and personal volume was the same. And I think you can guess what it was. Now I know why it happened, because I was not doing anything in getting people started properly. No one, including me, was using any product. So by Jan 1999, I stopped putting activities, and as God had decided, I got a strong excuse to tell everyone why I am stopping my business activities, because I got promoted as regional manager, which demanded a lot of traveling too. 2 years I didn't do any business activity except keeping the annual renewal requirement satisfied. Now I always thank my upline for religiously reminding me to do that, without which I would not have been in this business at all. After 2 years, friends, in 2001 Jan, to my big surprise, I received a paycheck of rupees 1,200 from Amway, and from the statement attached, I realized that one of my downlines, Ajit Kumar and Dr. Lali, who were 5 deep from me, have become 18% in the business. Friends, the reason I lost interest in pursuing the business was that I couldn't see anyone down the line who was taking initiative or doing activity on their own, and I went 15%. And now, after 2 years, despite me being inactive for 2 years, I could see someone reaching 18% on his own without my help. That was more than enough for me to come back with full force into the business. By that time, the number of products also had increased multifold. I realized that we need to follow a routine of reading positive mental attitude books, listen to audios of successful people, and regularly associate in training sessions. I realized that even Nobel Prize nominees, doctors, and other professionals are building this business. I also realized that people who haven't passed their matriculation also have become diamonds in this business. All these things brought my interest and belief back. But still, I couldn't gather the courage to show the plan to my contacts. I was constantly thinking, what will others think? Those who knew I was in Amway 2 years back and left, will they ask me, where were you all these days? And so on. Though I didn't get the guts to show the plan, I kept putting 2 hours every day reading, listening, and associating. And as God had planned, one day, while I was driving my car 70 kilometers from my home on a branch visit, I started getting an unbearable pain in my abdomen, and I was shifted to a hospital where they decided to perform an urgent appendicitis surgery. But on second diagnosis, they discovered that it's not appendicitis but pain due to kidney stone. So I was given heavy painkillers and advised to drink a lot of water and was driven back to my home. But this incident made me realize the unpredictable nature of the insecure life we all are leading. I was getting very good salary. Both Gadha and I were enjoying foreign trips sponsored by my employers. I was enjoying all respect and recognitions at my job. But if something happens to me, all this is going to end. This thought process created the burning desire in me to build this business with passion, through which I can create a strong secondary source of income that can be passed on. To cut the long story short, friends, again I restarted showing plants every day and we went platinum in September 2001. The new Platinum Forum helped Gadha to get exposed to the potential of this business, and she too became an active partner in our business. During this time, I had to take 15 days leave from my job to be with my father who had to undergo a bypass surgery. Friends, those 15 days, I could be with my father and my family throughout, and I realized the value of spending free time with our near and dear. Maybe the first experience of enjoying free time after getting into a job. My father successfully underwent a surgery, and by that time, I, who was a platinum, got the courage to decide to become free from my job. Friends, I didn't quit my job because I didn't like my boss. Not because I was sick and tired with my profession. Not because I was not getting promotions. In fact, I was to be promoted as general manager the next year. In fact, I liked my work very much, but I realized that I don't love my job. I realized I love enjoying the freedom of choices. So that's why I decided to become free from my job. Now, when we qualified Founders Platinum, we started getting the invaluable mentorship support from our international upliners Double Diamonds Terry and Linda Felber. We realized that we are more than richly blessed when we started getting the love, care and guidance from our upliners great mentors Sumit and Tanya Bahadur. Friends, I can confidently say that it's the transformation of thought process gained from my mentors which helped me move from a manager to a leader, helped me become a better husband, better son and better father, in short, a better human being than what I was. I take this opportunity to thank all my mentors for the immense support without which we would have been leading a very mediocre life. With their continued support, we are hopeful of leading a life of significance. It was really Gadha's wholehearted involvement that changed the color of our business, friends, with active product trainings and effective relationship building. It even changed the color of our pin from platinum to red ruby and then to green emerald. And I think it's now time for us to listen to Gadha. Yes, Gadha.
Thank you so much. We truly feel honored and blessed to be given this opportunity to share our experience of our journey with this wonderful business. So speaking about myself, I come from a normal middle class background. My father is a doctor, he's a surgeon and my mother was a homemaker. I have one younger sister. I cannot speak of a very happy-going, secure childhood because I lost my mother when I was 10 years old. It was kind of sudden and everything in our life changed after that. I remember growing up with a lot of uncertainties, moving from one place to another, and all that made me a kind of person who was very insecure. I grew up with a very low self-image and was never confident in anything. Because of all this, I was always known as an introvert who did not like talking or mingling with people. I'm talking about this here because most people have a preconceived notion that only very smart, outgoing people can build Amway business. I was exactly the opposite of that. But this amazing business opportunity helped me transform myself. It helped me build up my self-image and confidence. So if there is anyone listening to this who's like me, I want to give hope to that person that you too can build a business irrespective of what kind of person you are. All that it requires is a strong desire to go ahead in life. So I grew up like that, studied English literature, got married. Actually, we were both very young when we got married. I was still in college. We knew each other from childhood itself because we are distantly related. As we were growing up, we realized we liked each other and decided to get married. And being the young girl I was at that time, I kind of expected everything to be perfect after marriage, just like how we hear in fairy tales, living happily ever after. But in reality, the real story begins from there only, isn't it? So once we started our life together, one thing that I realized was that, we didn't have much in common. Our taste, our areas of interest, likes, dislike, everything was different. But we kind of settled down with life. So 3 years into our marriage, Amway Business first came into our life. As he had shared with you, my husband was the one to get started in the business. I was not at all involved in what he was doing. By that time, we had our first baby and I was busy taking care of our son. So after a few months of activity, when he stopped building the business, I was least concerned. After a couple of years, when he said that, he's decided to take up the business seriously again, I was quite surprised. But this time he encouraged me to come and see what this is all about. I reluctantly went with him. The first thing that impressed upon me was that, when I went for a meeting was that, I saw people from different walks of life, different profiles building the business, and many of them were building it as a couple. That was the first time I'm seeing something like that. And the second thing was that, I saw people talking about their dreams, about their goals, and the great future that they were expecting through the business. All of that, it created a positive impact in my mind. But I thought, I'm not going to involve in this, because from whatever I understood from there, I understood that this is a people's business. And since I'm not good in dealing with people, I'm not going to get involved in this. So, but my husband said that, I just need your help in using products at home. I said, okay. And I started using products at home. Initially, I thought the products were quite expensive, and I didn't want to use such expensive products for our day-to-day uses. Through Amway trainings, I understood that, the products are very cost effective, and I also slowly realized the value behind the products. And as I started using them regularly, I could see how much it is improving the quality of our life. And from then onwards, I started really liking the products and started using them. And that is how I got started in my Amway business journey. And today, we have built our life with this business at its center for the last 20 plus years. And both of us could retire from our jobs at a very young age. Both our boys, who are now like 23 and 19 years old, grew up in the business. They are both passionate about the amazing possibilities of this opportunity, and they want to make this a big part of their future. The success principles of life that we have learned through this business have impacted our family in such a positive way. As a couple, it has helped us grow together. As I told you, we didn't have much in common before, but building this business together has bonded us in a very special and unique way. The friendship we share as a couple is something that I cherish so much, and we believe that we could attain this only because of this amazing business opportunity. Whatever we think as success in life, whether it is money, recognition, good health, travel, free time with your family, or good friendships, everything is inbuilt in this opportunity. It's like a complete package. The rewards are so many. We have traveled to different countries through this business. We were a family who didn't have many friends before coming into this business. But today, we are blessed with so many friendships across the globe. The best part of the whole concept of this business is that, our success in this is directly proportional to the number of people we help to succeed. And because of this, we are blessed with a wide circle of friends who become as important and close to us as our own family. And above all this, the greatest joy is the assurance that we have for what future holds for us. The belief that the best is yet to come keeps us motivated and inspired every day. We thank God for blessing us with this opportunity, and also for blessing us with the amazing mentorship we get from Sumit and Tanya Bahadur. And thank you so much once again for giving us this opportunity to share our story with all of you. It has been wonderful talking with all of you. We hope this opportunity will impact your life in a most positive way, just like it did for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gatha. Friends, we take this opportunity to thank and congratulate our growing team of achievers who believed in us and stood with us, working towards creating a fraternity of Amway consumers and thus realizing each other's dreams. We consider our team as the biggest asset and blessing. Friends, as you all know, direct selling is a proven business in almost every country. It has a history of more than 60 years, but exciting fact is that we are associated with the best company, Amway, which has transformed from what it was to being a future-ready business model, taking advantage of the immense potential of the digital world and aligning with the growing trends of being in the health, wellness and beauty categories. We believe it's our responsibility to share this wonderful opportunity to all around us, helping them lead a better life. I would definitely encourage all dreamers listening to this audio to keep dreaming big, continue associating with the successful team Vision 100 camps by attending sessions, listening to the audios, reading books, and most importantly, availing the invaluable mentorship support from your active growing appliance guided by our great mentors Sumit and Tanya Bahadur. One day you will surely find a burning desire which will make us set strong goals to get over the anxieties and do the uncomfortable enough to ensure massive success for all. The associations will help each one of us develop the entrepreneurial attitude to listen, learn, and put consistent activities with long-term mentality. Friends, the best is yet to come. It's just the beginning, and it's not over until we win. Wish you all the very best. Let's all go diamond and beyond. Thank you.